So this is a drill that will help improve your round kicks. You can do this drill at home. All you're gonna need is a chair. The chair height should be around hip level. It could be a little less, but you don't want it too low. Also, you don't want it too high. So we're gonna take this standard chair here. We're gonna make sure that we line our lead leg up with the right side of the chair. If you were southpaw, you would line your lead leg up with the left side over here. Now the space, I want my foot roughly about 2 feet back from the chair. So I don't want to line myself right up here. I want about 2 feet back from the chair. This is going to give me enough space to take my open step and then kick over the chair. Now, what I want to pay attention to is the open step. A lot of people, when they throw their kick, they don't take an open step. All they do is they pivot in place here and they throw their kick. The problem with that is I don't get power and I lose balance. So I want to make sure I'm taking an open step. Now, sometimes the open step is big, and then sometimes the open step is small, depending on the situation. But I need to take that open step. So what we're going to do first, line ourselves up with the chair. Remember, lead leg to the right side. I'm going to be on my toe, on my back leg here. My heel is going to be off the ground. What I want to do is I want to push off this back leg and take my open step at the same time. Now, once I do that, I'm going to throw my leg over the chair. So I'm going to kick over the chair, turning my hip and shoulder at the same time. I don't want to just turn my hip and leave my shoulder back. I want to turn my hip and shoulder at the same time, and then my lead hand will be up for protection. So it looks like this. And then I land here. Now, keep in mind, remember, we want to turn our hip and shoulder too as well. We don't want to leave that shoulder back. That's another issue I see when people throw their kicks. So when they throw their kicks here, they kick here and they turn their hip, but their shoulder stays in the back. And as you can see, getting twisted up and losing balance and power. So I want to make sure I'm not doing that. We'll do the drill again here. So I'm going to take that open step. Once I take that open step, I'm going to push off the ground here. And once I do that here, I'm going to turn my hip and shoulder over, just like that. Now we're going to do it on the other side here. So we could do it southpaw. I'm lined up, lead leg here, rear leg, I'm on my toe, my heel up. All right. What I'm going to do is take that open step out here and throw my kick. Now, if I want to throw the switch kick from orthodox, what I'm going to do now is line my lead leg up with the left side now, okay? The left side. So now when I switch, my rear leg should be lined up here, okay? Now it can come a little bit out, that's fine. But what I don't want is that rear leg coming on the inside of the chair here for that switch kick. I want to make sure that it's coming directly lined up with the right side. So as I throw my switch kick here, come back here, okay? One more time here. I'm here in my stance here. I can throw over. So I can start out and I can do a round of right kicks, rear kicks, and then I can do a round of switch kicks. I can also do the kick in southpaw. I can do that for repetition, so I can do 20, 30, 40 reps, or I can do it for time. So we're going to be using the chair to help us with our teeps. So you're going to put this chair up against a solid wall here, and we're going to stand about 2 feet back, 2.5 feet back. And what we're going to do here is we're going to get into our fighting stance, and we're going to throw our push or our teep or our push kick. Okay, so we'll start with our lead. I'm going to bring my leg up here, right? Push and come back. Make sure too, when you guys are doing this drill here, you're extending the leg. We don't want to throw an improper teep using your heel. We want to use those toes here. We're using this chair to make sure that we're bringing our teep up, striking, and then bringing it back and setting it down. What we don't want to do is throw our teep here and drop it like this. And the chair will help us to let us know if we're doing that, because obviously we'll hit the chair. So this chair is like a little kind of guide to make sure we're not dropping our foot down too early and we're retracting that teep, that push kick back. So my hands are up here. I bring this leg here, extend, and I come back down. Now I can do this same drill with my rear. I'm in my fighting stance about 2.5 feet from the chair. All right, I'm going to bring up my rear leg here, deep, and then bring it back. And then bring it back. But the main purpose of this drill is to make sure that we are bringing our teep back correctly and we're not dropping it down too soon to where our opponents can counter.